Hey everybody, Gridbot Guru here, and today what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I do to enter a trade. Okay, if you find this video helpful to kind of give you an idea of some of the entry points that you could potentially get coming up, then please subscribe, please share, please sign up. If you're not already Pionex, sign up, use that referral at the bottom, join our Discord. And get with us. Okay, get with us, come on over, get with us. We're doing some amazing things with some of these bots, and if you want to be a part of that, sign up. Okay, I'm gonna put my referral link in the chat. I'm gonna put our Discord, or not the chat, the description. I'm gonna put our Discord in the description. Sign up with us. Let's get to it. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you kind of where I come up with some of these ideas on my entries. Now, I am going to go ahead and tell you this is not financial advice. I would not do this if I were you. Don't do this, okay? I might be able to scan. Let's scan. I'll scan. I'm going to mark this one. I'm going to scan and see if we can't find another one that might be good as well, okay? And I'm going to show you kind of what I end up doing. So first thing I like to do is I like to go to the daily time frame. Now, more than likely, you're not going to find too much right now on the daily that looks like a huge, superb buy for me. And the reason why is because everything is super up. Right now, we are getting after it. We're getting to it. Every coin, it seems like, is just had astronomical days, which is amazing. It's fantastic. But what we can do is we can kind of look. And if you guys are curious about my list here, this is all of the leveraged tokens on Pionex. All right, so any token that's leveraged is on here, okay? Phil might be one. We might come back to that one. I'm going to do about 4 more, and then I'm going to be done, and we're going to go back to the story at hand. What I'm doing is I'm looking for I'm using my indicator. I'm looking for something a little low down here, and then I will come back to the chart, okay? I'm not seeing anything that is super low. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up. I'm going to look at AAVE. All right, so I look at I start off looking at the daily, and I'm going to actually get rid of that one. Looking at the daily, and what I do is I throw some areas down that are going to be support lines. Now, one thing I want you to make sure is that line is not a definite line. That line lets you know that, hey, this is an area that it might bounce at. It might bounce in this area. Okay, let's go back down to my other one. Right, I would put one probably right around in here. Okay. And actually, what I might do is I might end up using, I'm going to go back to the other one and use it. So I have my 24-hour chart, my daily chart. What I then do is I break it down even farther. I like the 4-hour. Okay, I break it down to a 4-hour chart, and I start looking at what's going on the 4 hours. So I see that it bounced here. Okay, so it has potential to run down. So then what I do is I'm like, okay, if I like it, let me hide this one. If I like it, then I like it. If I don't, I keep moving, okay? If I like it, then I'm going to look a little bit further. So I know in the 4 hour, okay, it looks pretty good. Let me zoom in a little bit. It looks pretty good. I would say that if I was going to end up looking at this a little bit more, I would say there might be a top right there. So what you end up can do, you do not have to do this. This is something that I have done in the past. It has worked for me. Is you then know, okay, that I have a grid that could potentially go all the way, and you get your lowest point, okay? So what I would do is I would go ahead and I would put a line. My lowest line would be right there. Okay, if I had to name this, I would name this the catching knife grid bot strategy. If you guys have ever heard of that, it's like when you try to buy the absolute lowest on a dip, it never works. It's hard to do. It's hard to throw a knife and catch it. So what you end up doing is you put your grid, your low, okay, is going to be at the lowest point there. Now, more than likely, it's going to probably drift out some down here. More than likely, you just have to be ready for that. So this, if you were to go and you were enter like right here, that is going to be your buy. Okay, so that's going to be where you bought. So you put your low all the way down there. And then Christopher.Costello crypto, I believe that's what his Discord is. Let me check. Let me make sure. Let me check real quick. I want to make sure I got him. I told him I was going to call him out because he kind of gave me an idea for this. Let me find him. ChrisCostello.crypto. Okay, he's on Discord. ChrisCostello.crypto. Check him out. If he can, he kind of gave me the. I told him I was going to give him a shout out. He's the one who kind of gave me the idea for this. So you buy in, and your bottom of your grid is pretty close to where your buy-in is. But what you then do, okay, it's very similar to like a hold, a buying and holding strategy. But what you're doing is you're accumulating coins on the way down, okay? So you're going to do that, and your parameter then may be way up here, way up there, like something outrageous. Coffee and Crypto, he does this occasionally at times as well. I've seen a couple of his grids, and he's shown me, and it's been like with Bitcoin, and like the low is like 42 and the high is like 120,000. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? But this, I understand why they are doing it now. Okay. So what you do is you start buying low, and then what ends up happening is it'll jump. Okay. So we're going to zoom in. Okay. So then what you have is, let me come over and yeah, so we're going to go long. So then what you have is, all right, and don't mind the numbers here. The numbers really don't matter. Oh, that's why. Hang on. I got like 5 of them here. All right. So like I said, the numbers really don't matter here, but what ends up happening, this is not going to be a stop loss. This is just going to be the low of our grid, okay? So the red is going to be the low, and the upper would be all of that, okay? Now, like I said, they're going to be random grids. So if you did like 5 grids, they're going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going to be evenly spaced out, whatnot. So maybe something, it may look a little something like this. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect. I'm kind of just throwing it together. But the idea is you're catching all these coins, all that, and then you're going to end up just letting it just run. And it'll run. I know that Chris has had one I've seen that he would let run for like 45 days. Something absolutely crazy. I also will use my indicators. So once you have something that you like the looks of based on your charts, what you then can do is start bringing in indicators. So like right now, personally, if I were to go in on this, this would be a good time to go in. I have a green dot, and there is a good chance that it may continue to start rising. That is my personal opinion. Now, like I said at the very beginning of this video, do not do this just because I'm doing it. You need to do your own research. You need to think for yourself, okay? I can give tips, I can give hints, I can give anything like that. But by the time this video is actually loaded up and posted, there is probably a good chance that these have all changed a little bit, okay? So don't just take my word for it. Do your own research. But that is a strategy that I've seen some people who want to use, they use it. So they'll go in really, really low, really, really close to the bottom of something, and then they'll put, their top at the very, very top. Like I said, Coffee and Crypto, he's done it a couple times that I've seen that I know of. He would be a good one to ask. I bet if enough of you ended up asking him, I bet he would end up doing a video on it, showing you guys kind of some of his setups. And then Chris Costello.crypto, I think he's done it a few times. He could probably talk to you all about some of his setups and everything. Again, don't do it just because we're doing it. Do it because you feel like it's right. If you think it's a good spot to trade, go for it. If you don't, stay out of it. Okay, guys? If you found this helpful, if you found this educational, if you found this with any help, subscribe, hit that bell, share it out, let your friends, your family, your aunts, uncles, moms, dads, anybody, brothers, sisters, anybody who you think would benefit from something like this, let them know about my video. If you had an aha moment, drop it in the comments below. And I hope you all have happy tradings and stay green.